Welcome to the Learning Summit podcast, the show where we explore the ideas, people and technologies shaping the future of learning and development. I'm Sean Gilligan, and today we're diving into one of the biggest shifts happening in learning today, the social learning shift from content to connection. For too long, learning in organisations has been treated like a factory line, a process of pushing content from the few to the many. Courses, modules, compliance checklists, all built around the assumption that knowledge can be transferred like parcels on a conveyor belt. But the world of work has changed, and the shelf life of skills, it's collapsing. According to the World Economic Forum, by 2030, nearly 40% of today's skills will be obsolete. That's not a slow evolution, it's a landslide. In this world, learning can't just be about access to content. It must be about access to people, to ideas, to interaction, because human performance doesn't grow in isolation. It grows through connection. We're witnessing a quiet revolution. Learning and development is moving from being a content publisher to a performance enabler. The new L&D leader doesn't ask, what can we teach? They ask, what needs to happen for people to get better at what they do? It's about designing ecosystems, not just courses, spaces where employees can discover, discuss, and do, not just sit and absorb. For decades, research has shown that learning at work breaks down like this: 70% through experience, 20% through social interaction, and only 10% through formal training. And yet most corporate learning budgets still pour into that 10%. Formal learning is the least effective and least chosen form when people decide how they actually want to learn. The real learning happens elsewhere, in discovery, doing, and discourse. Think about it, the classroom and e-learning, about 14% effective. Job-based learning, coaching, mentoring, 31%. Discovery through blogs, podcasts, and web searches, 34%. And discourse, communities and colleague interaction, 21%. When given a choice, people don't pick the classroom, they pick the conversation. So what does this mean for us? Designing social learning experiences means relentlessly focusing on value. What value are we creating for the organisation and for the people within it? Ask yourself, what behaviours must we enable? What conversations and connections will help us progress toward that goal? People don't learn because they're told to. They learn because they're invited to, through shared challenges, common goals, and meaningful collaboration. At the heart of it all is purpose. Why do we gather? Who do we gather? The intersection of those two, the Venn diagram of purpose, is where transformation happens. When purpose is clear, learning isn't an event, it's a movement, and it's already happening. Take Bosch, for example. They created an internal working out loud community through Bosch Connect, a digital collaboration platform with over 1,200 members. Employees form small circles of 4 to 5 people, each with a facilitator. Together they share goals, progress, and lessons learned. This isn't a one-off workshop. It's a living, breathing culture of continuous learning, powered by conversation, trust, and shared accountability. Social learning isn't one size fits all. It's a palette of possibilities: peer coaching circles, action learning sets, mastermind groups, internal podcasts, brown bag lunches, communities of practice, book clubs and dojos. Each one builds a bridge between people and performance. Now imagine this, a first-time leaders community of practice, a space for emerging leaders to continue their growth after a leadership program supported by peers, mentors, and practical workshops. You'd have peer circles, show and tell sessions, asynchronous Q&As, and even podcasts to amplify voices. That's how learning sticks, when people connect, share, and build together. Because it's not about creating more courses, it's about creating more connections. The future of learning isn't in the classroom, it's in the conversation. As the world accelerates, the organisations that will thrive are those that turn learning from a product into a practice, from a one-way broadcast into a shared experience. In the end, social learning isn't a program, it's a culture, a shift from content to connection, from people to transformation. If you'd like to see how social learning can come to life in your organisation, visit learnerjourney.com. The AI-first social learning platform where ideas turn into interactive pages and learning turns into a shared journey. Thanks for listening, and see you next time on the Learning Summit podcast.